it's a great place to start because I call these folks the unsung heroes, right? They're the ones, like we said, between the C-suite, the intermediary, and the individual contributors. So, they have stakeholders to manage, employees to manage, and they're often the group that talks to customers as well. So they are really, really an important level of leadership for organizations. They're the ones that are responsible for executing on the company's strategies and keeping stakeholders happy and being collaborative and developing people and all of those things. But yet they get the least amount of support, right? Because as we know, executive coaching has been really for higher level leaders. And this is
Mhm.
the level that I think could use the support the most, but companies are hesitant to invest in them. And maybe because they don't really see the value, right? That the importance of this level of leaders. And so what's happening, they're not getting promoted, they're burning out, they're leaving the organization for other greener pastures, or they're just giving up saying, well, I'll give up my aspirations because at least I have a job and I have flexibility and that thing, that sort of approach. And my theory is that when they go for promotion, which of course is what we want, they're always said, well, you're doing all these great things, but you're not doing these things. And then they're told, and I've sat in calibration sessions where it's, one leader praises them and the other leaders, because we know it's not only up to one leader to promote you, right?
Right.
Have to have a group. Well, they don't do this or they're not doing that. So then the leader has to go back and say, well, I really wanted to, but you're not doing this or that. And then the leader's like, how much harder can I work? How
Right, and how much can I really I mean, not everything can be a top priority, and yet when you have all these different leaders who are they all have different priorities, so if you're meeting my John's priority, but you're not meeting Nancy's priority, and I'm only one person, I can do only so much.
and I have goals. And so isn't it good enough to just say, but I met the company goals? Shouldn't I get
Yes.
promoted based on that? So they're really in a hard spot. And if they I think where they get lost is, okay, so how do I focus? How do I pay attention? I like the analogy of we spend so much time working in the business, getting their jobs done, they don't work on the business, which means how do I work on myself so that I can let people know what I can do, how I can advocate for myself. So I think that's the problem that we try to solve. And as coaches, we're all sitting back going, I can solve that problem with coaching, executive coaching, peer coaching,